מלא אור לבן, וזה מה זה עושה לי רגישות בעיניים. כל הבית שלי באור כאילו יותר צהוב. כי זה אני... בריא? למה? למה זה בריא?
אבל מה לא בריא? לא, אני חושבת שלד זה לד, זה לא משנה. זה אני בטוחה שלצבע זה חשוב. אני בבית שמה רק נורות להט.
Do you have a sticker for Shosh? Shosh doesn't have a sticker. Do you have a sticker for Shosh? Do you have a sticker for Shosh? For Shosh. Okay, where are all the women?
I'm calling them.
It is called Bindi.
Bindi?
You look nice.
The simplest thing she did was to enroll me in the Hebrew University in Jerusalem. I studied actually in in Rehovot, but it was yes. So she said, oh, she loves nature, she loves environment. I will sign her to plant science. And okay, I got to the first year of university, and I really liked the topic, so I also forward to master. And I can tell you that in this crowd we are a lot of women, but in my class were very few women also. I'm sure that in TAL studies. And as far as I know, most of them don't work in the industry. They change occupation or they do some other things. But I really love what I do. And I already told you that I work in Etafim, and in my current position, I manage a precision irrigation center located in Magal in Israel. You are more than welcome, all of you, to see our site. And I'm going to talk today about Agri-Educational farm, which is very similar to what I do in my job. So first of all, I would like to tell you a bit about my job. This is a photo from my place. And as I told you, it's a precision irrigation center. It's basically a demo plots or a demo center who host 10,000 people every year. Every year, we have a wide range of people are coming to our site, and we introduce them technology, new method, and new solution that Netafim can offer for the variety of the growers, whether they are smallholders or whether they need high-tech or high-end solution. On this site, we also do training and workshop with experts and with people who come and visit. And of course, we have research and research activities. We have independent R&D on site, and we can do it in collaboration with partners. So, as I told you, our motto in Netafim is grow more with less. All the time we are seeking for the solution in order to have higher productivity, highest profits for the grower, all those with less use of resources. But how can we do it? Something has to change. We already spoke about it, and we spoke about the solution for smallholders and also for the level of the government. But I believe that these kind of centers are also a key solution for this challenge. I believe that when we use Agri-Educational farm, this is also a solution, I can say the solution, that can bring the desired change we are looking for. So why do we have to choose in Agri-Educational farm? We talk about it all the session that we have over than 500 million of smallholders compared to those who handle less than 2 hectares over Asia, Africa, and South America. And those smallholders provide 80% of the food production for the communities. So keep in mind that if we will enable them to grow more efficiently their own food, we will, in a great manner, we will solve the global food challenges. But to be a grower in the world is it's a very complex thing. In order to be a great grower, you have to deal with a lot of things. So those smallholders also face many challenges. They have to manage irrigation, fertilization processes, also plant protection, and of course the marketing of the product. They have to deal with a lot of things. When we are talking about women, when we zoom in and focus on women, so they are responsible for the most production of the food worldwide. 80% of the food production, women in charge of it. And they comprise almost 50% of the agriculture labor force. But they have great importance in this topic, but still it barely recognized. And we have some reason for that. Women, until now and also today, don't get equal access for productive resources, such as land. Women can work in the land, but they then don't own the land. So they are limited. They don't own credit, so they can't have equal access for agricultural inputs, such as fertilizer, water, labor, and etc. So I think that the goal of us and of the governments is to give equal access for women to resources. So what is agri-educational farm that I'm talking about? Basically, it's a physical place like this center that enables to improve the level of the grower in a specific region by introducing them to modern agricultural practices. In order to be a successful grower, you have to deal with a lot of factors. We talked about it. It's not only a matter of choosing the right genetical material, not only a matter of control the climate, of course, irrigation and fertilize, but also farm management, how to deal with it, and the marketing. You have to do successfully with all those aspects. And if we minimize it to key of success, I think that when we take the grower, the technology, the extension service, and the research, and we keep a very close loop, a very close cooperation and interaction between those 4 factors, this is a guarantee key of success. And inside the agri-educational farm, all those key of success exist. They are in the heart of the farm. Because inside the farm, we have also the grower that coming and experiment all those techniques that the farm have to offer. He gets up to date the latest technology, and from the farm, experts can go outside and the grower itself can grow efficiently in his own land. So this is a conceptual farm program. We divided it into crop or practices. We can have protected crops in the farm, consider net shading, glass house, greenhouses, and we have various of crops there: tomato, cucumber, melon, whatever you want, flowers, of course. The second practice is open field. We have also vegetables open field and field crops and orchard. I have to say that because if it's site specific, the centers, we have to deal with the problem or with the pains of the growers. So we will choose, of course, to introduce them the new technology and the new practices, but also to target their needs. If, for example, they grow rose and they have a problem with disease or some different variety or different technique, we should focus on it. So this is a conceptual program, but we will have to choose it together with a specific region, what we would like to really introduce there. Inside the centers, we also do training. Example of a very good training is from land preparation to harvest, to teach each grower or each visitor all the aspect of taking care of growth, from the beginning to the end, to successful harvest. While teaching it, we introduce the farmer to a new technique, a new method of growing, and it's really powerful because we also train it in the site, but we can practice on site, so it's very meaningful. And this is a kind of layout of the farm, or of the educational farm. There is the center of the farm, a region or an area for training, area for plant protection, orchard, and vegetables. And this is the place where I work. More or less the same. Small area. We have orchard. We have vegetables crop. We have polyethylene glass house. Here you can't see it, but we have also open field crops. And we also have landscape, vineyard. We have all the wide range of crops within different technologies and different solutions. So now I'm going to talk from now about samples of how a agri-educational farm can reach grower and connect him to new methods by showing it in the field. This is cotton in India. We call it cotton trees. because in most variety you choose growing here, it's almost like a tree, a 9-month season. And the harvest is manual for 3 months. Can we change the mindset? Could it be a 5-month growing season? So the answer is yes. In Israel, we choose different variety that consider terminated variety, where they have all the yield in one time. Of course, we need to harvest by machine, so it's totally a different mindset. But at the rest of the year, we can in the same field grow another crop, another income to the grower. This is from my place, the solution of smallholders, irrigation by gravity. You see that we place the water tank at a 1 meter or 2 meter height, and then we have irrigation by gravity, precision irrigation, with a very good uniformity and very good quality of the product. This is celery root, and this is the picture, the same picture from the same place after 3 weeks from planting. So really high uniformity and good quality. This is sugar cane. I can tell you that this is drip irrigated, but you cannot see it. You know why? Yes, because we buried the dripper line in the soil. We do it most of the time in large-scale crops or large-scale operation where you have a lot of area. So it's it's a labor cost to operate all the field manually or even with tractors. So we have a solution to bury the dripper line inside the soil. Usually we put it 25 centimeters, and then we can push the water up to the root zone and to have a really nice productivity. We also can go on with tractor on the field and don't damage the system. This is the installation. We did it by ourselves, so it's quite simple. And this is the same plot, same crop, same sugarcane after 3 months. The man here is very tall, but the sugarcane is taller than him. So by subsurface drip irrigation, we can also get very good results. And of course, the system or the equipment can keep in the soil for over than 10 years. This is sprinkler that I'm sure you know because we talked about it. Good also for germination. This is the alfalfa, and also for irrigation, for regular irrigation. If we consider optimize the yield or productivity per specific or per given area, we can choose in OSHA, for example, to go on a fruiting wall. Fruiting wall, it's totally different design of a row. Here, the canopy of this is a traditional method. Here, the canopy is wider, and here in a wall, it's thinner. So we get a thin canopy. We have good exposure to light, and we double the density most of the time. But in terms of quality, we increase the quality because each tree carries less fruit than in the traditional, and each fruit is much more in high quality. Another important, what? Yes. So, no, she's right, because I thought she's going to say another advantage is the yield. So the yield at the beginning is much higher in this method, but after 6 years, it's